The Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J, helping you live a life on purpose. Purpose.
It is Thursday, and Thursday is another day of the Inspirational Lifestyle with who? Me, Stacey J. I want to welcome you all back for another engaging, informing, and insightful segment. You know we have nothing but some good inspiration, a little funny for you, and maybe a little sad, but we're going to end on a positive note. We're definitely going to do that. I want to welcome my sister from another mother that is here with me today, Ms. Dallas of Ms. Dallas Knows. And if you don't know Ms. Dallas, you need to get on social media and find out, because when I tell you, I'm serious. She knows everything. She's a health and wellness coach, law of attraction coach, life coach, mother, what do you call it? Grandma. She's a grandma. And anything that you want to know, I talk to this woman so much, and every time I'm like, you know what, I got a hive. She's like, the hive is coming from because you have those dogs and those dogs. And I'm like, how do you know everything? So thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here with me. She's nothing but a ball of joy and inspiration, and that's what the show is about, and I want to have her come on. And why don't you tell them a little bit about Ms. Dallas Knows?
Again, my name is CheriAmour Dallas, and I am a motivational coach, amongst other things. My platform is health and wellness, so anything to do with having a healthy lifestyle and money, I'm your girl.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, money. That's the money magnet. So you want to, and also in real estate.
Absolutely. You guys can follow my YouTube channel. You can Google either Miss Dallas Knows or CheriAmour Dallas with one R, CHERI. And I have a lot of videos out there, a lot of great programs to get anybody started wherever you are.
Absolutely. So, again, we wanted to make sure that we have guests here, that we all are here to inspire. But I do want to talk about Lamar Odom. We saw in the news yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, that he is unconscious and on a ventilator after being in, I think it was Vegas, at the brothel.
Yes.
It looks from the story that he was there just kind of trying to unwind and relax, because as you know or don't know, he has had a turbulent life. He was born to a drug-addicted father. A lot of people know he was a basketball player, and then also he was married to Khloe Kardashian. And it just seems like ever since they got divorced, it's just been a downward spiral with his life, and looking at his past too. His mother passed away from colon cancer. His 6-month-old son died from SIDS. I mean, it's just like a tragedy after tragedy with him, and then getting married and being in that spotlight.
He lost his grandmother, which was a very influential person in his life.
Right. And those different type of things can affect you in so many ways. And then you get to a boiling point where you're just tired. You don't know what to do. Some people turn to drinking. Some people go to drugs. Some people go to, just suicide. So we don't really know what really happened. They said that some herbal, something like Viagra. Yeah. And I'm like, if it's herbal, ain't it supposed to be natural?
Well, the first thing I want to do is send prayers out to that family, because he does have 2 children. And unfortunately, things happen. And with him being in the public eye, it makes it just that more escalated.
Yeah.
So prayers going out to Lamar Odom, his family. Prayerfully he has a wonderful support system there to get some prayers through, because another example of, regardless of how much money you have, it doesn't fix the things in your life.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, because it made me think about relationships or marriage, or even just, really good friendship, is that Khloe, they said her and her mom flew to his side. And we know just in the news recently, they've been kind of having this back and forth situation going. And her and her mother flew to his side. What I think is, you put everything aside when it's death. He's not dead, but they're looking like it's bleak. And she went to his side, and I think that was very, honorable of her, seeing that the news and how they're putting it out there. And I just wonder how many women or even men would go to the side of ex-spouse or even just being separated? Because, you know, a lot of times people are so caught up in their own thing and they're thinking he shouldn't have been doing it, he shouldn't have been there and all that. But how important is it to put those things aside and go to the aid of someone that's in need?
It's very important, Stacey. One, I can explain from both sides of the spectrum. One, she and Lamar, meaning Chloe, she made sure that she communicated with him. I remember seeing an episode where her sister was like, why are you still reaching out? And she said, well, it's necessary. Just because we're not together, we were married. Mm-hmm. That's how she looked at it. So it just really depends on the two individuals and how they communicated. Because personally, I know I have an ex-husband who clearly didn't want to have any communication, and I wouldn't be there, period.
Right.
It's not about the lack of love or whatever. It's just the relationship, the way it ended. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't be first on my list, whether I was free or not. And then on the other side, if it was my son's father, we haven't had the best relationship, but it's still a connection.
Right.
So again, it depends on the individual. That spiel can go 1,000 different ways.
Right. And I think it's important. Yeah, of course, if, you know, even if this month is domestic violence month,
Absolutely.
And I know sometimes if you've been domestically abused and then they call you and say he been in a car crash, it's like, I don't want to say great, but I want to say I hope he's better. So I kind of get, it depends on the situation. And you are a domestic violence survivor.
I'm a survivor, absolutely. And again, with the individual that I went through that with, I would be there because our relationship has been healed many, many years since that happened. So I would be there. So again, not holding any of that, but that marriage that I had no kind of domestic violence or issues with, I wouldn't be there.
Right.
Simply because of how it ended. They made it very clear their stance.
Right.
And you know, I'm a clear chick.
Right.
You know, you don't want to be bothered. I'm good. We didn't have any children together. So again, it could go so many different ways.
Yeah. And I want to, commend you for getting strong and getting what you need to get out of that. And I want to say that to any other women that might be going through that, girl, you do not have to deal with that.
Absolutely.
Nobody needs to be beat. Last time I was beat, my mama got that belt, and I was thinking, I'm about almost 17 years old. You can't be hitting on me, lady. But I'm saying that's the only person that, when you're growing up,
right.
As an adult, we are responsible. Nobody should be putting their hands on you. And I know it sounds easier said than done because I've been blessed to not been in that situation, but I'm not stay out of it too.
Absolutely.
I know that when you read people's energy and you see them escalating, you can kind of see like he might be ready to pop me. So then, ladies, stop trying to be a man. Just sit down and calm down or whatever and remove yourself from that situation. But I just think that nobody deserves that.
I agree, and I just want to add one thing. Domestic violence is not just women. Men and women both fall in that category. So I just did a post. Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves.
Yeah.
Don't put your hands on nobody. It's not an excuse. I've seen where women have provoked and just, poked at them.
Yeah.
And
They
make
ask
them
for
copy
it
that. I know,
sometimes.
but you just don't do it. And self-control of themselves. But more men are physically and mentally abused by women. The numbers aren't as high as women, but it's in there. They can Google CDC.gov and see those statistics.
Yeah. Nobody deserves that.
Right.
And women out here checking men too. All right, I won't say all right.
And men don't want to talk about that because it's like,
Yeah.
you talking about a woman that hit you, but the mental abuse, it's a scripture that says the power in the tongue is so strong, meaning a woman can build you up or she can tear you down because that tongue is a powerful thing. So we have to just really be mindful of the things we say because you can't pull it back.
Right, and then to end on that note, words are very powerful, and when you tell your kids you ain't gonna be nothing, and when you say different things like that, you don't know how it sticks to you.
The seed that you're planting.
Exactly. And so now, if I have to look to you as a parent for validation, and you told me I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not gonna be that, then your children grow up thinking that. Exactly. So we want to start pouring words of empowerment and encouragement and love. And I know it's hard sometimes because my son today, that's another story. But my point is that we still have to pour those words. And if you make a mistake, go back and apologize because apologies do help heal as well, right?
Right. Keep that energy strong and positive.
So we want to end on keeping Lamar Odom in our prayers and wishing him a speedy recovery, or even just what God had his timing. But we want him to get well. He's a young man, has so much more to live for, and we just send in prayers to the Kardashians as well as to Lamar's family. But when we come back, I have my next guest, Yolanda Lewis, and we're going to talk about an awesome event for women. Sorry, guys. When we come back, so you're stay tuned to the Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J.
The Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J, helping you live a life on purpose. Purpose.
And welcome back to the Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J. And my next guest, ladies, if you're in business or a boss chick or want to be a boss chick, trying to be a boss chick or whatever, this is an event that you definitely don't want to miss. Saturday, October 17th, there is the Next Level Up, a day party for women in business.
Yes.
And I like the little tag where you got Next Level Up is a lifestyle, and everything I do it's about lifestyle.
Yes.
And let me introduce my guest. I'm so rude, Miss Yolanda Lewis.
Woo.
And Miss Yolanda Lewis is the owner of what was the name of your business?
Extreme Overflow.
And we know we want abundance and overflow.
Yes.
So this event again is at the B Loft, 1465 Chattahoochee Avenue, and this is this Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. And we are in an age that entrepreneurship is very heavy now.
Absolutely.
We saw in the economy how businesses was just letting people go left and right. It was like you come to work and they have you work the whole day, and they tell you pack up your stuff. You're gonna put me out when I didn't call me the night before so I can sleep in a little later. But people are now starting to find their passion, their purpose. They're looking for other opportunities, and creating their own way. And even if you decide to stay in corporate, maybe you might want to have something on the side.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your company.
Yes. So the way that what I do is help women take their life to the next level up. And the way that I do that is by helping them to figure out and make sense of their story through branding and publishing. So my business does brand management as well as publishing. So we offer those services to authors, to speakers, mostly. And with the Next Level Up event, what I love about it is that a Next Level Up is for everybody. So while my Next Level Up may be different from your Next Level Up, we're both traveling or shifting or changing to the Next Level Up together.
Yes.
So I'm bringing women all in the same place from all different types of industries. So it doesn't matter what type of business that you're in. If you're not an author or you're not a speaker, that doesn't matter. You can still come out and get what you need to help you to take your 2016 to the next level up.
Now, will the event be like workshops, speakers? I see you have some. Wait a minute, let's talk about the speakers here.
Yes.
I need my Walgreens glasses, so don't laugh at me, you guys. I know Sonia Booker, not personally, but her name and her energy and just what she does. She's phenomenal.
She is phenomenal.
We have expert coach Michelle. Is that Margot?
Marto.
This is so terrible, y'all. Next level up for me is some glasses.
I know, right?
Okay, and then expert coach is that. I'm gonna let you tell us.
Yes. So Elder Denise Morton, she does business and spiritual life coaching as well.
Okay.
Which you can't, it's essential for all of that. That's right. And then I have another expert coach, business coach as well as sales coach. She has a strong suit in sales. Her name is Terry James. And then I have an entertainment coach. So if you're an actress, if you're trying to be a wannabe actress, what have you, or need help with the business aspect of entertainment, we have a coach there for you as well to handle that in addition to everything else. And then the two speakers that I have, you mentioned one, Sonia Booker, beautiful. Yes. Not only is she radiant in what she does, but she's a beautiful person as well. And I love to be able to work with people who are not just beautiful on the inside. We live in ATL, so everybody can look
on the outside.
Right.
And we can buy it.
That's right.
I don't buy it, but you can buy it.
Right. But you can, it's available for purchase, right? But what I love is all of these women are absolutely brilliant in mind, body, and soul, and they are taking their life to the next level up. So the final speaker, her name is J. Renee. She is out of Tennessee. She's a young entrepreneur, but she is doing her thing, and I know she's going to come, all of them, and will be an inspiration to the women that will be in attendance.
Yeah, I think this event, I know that this event is very powerful in itself because there's so many women, and I get a lot of calls. And what are you doing? How do you do it? How do you stay? And coaching is so important because I come from a struggle. I mean, not, not the ghetto and all that, but we have struggle as we grow. And I struggle with, I had a child at 20, I got in corporate America, and then I was like, absolutely the same. What I did was walk around everybody's cubicle and talk about what you're doing with your life, So when I started to shift and find what I like to do and started making it my business. And then when I got to ATL, and I finally said, God, what am I supposed to do? Because I'm doing entertainment, I'm doing this, but I'm not fulfilled. And it was like, you're supposed to help people. You're supposed to inspire people. And you think, how? I'm not all the way right. And that's the thing, you don't have to be all the way right to do business. To better yourself, you start where you are. You're flawed. You're gonna make a mistake. You may do a business, start it, and fail. Failure tells you that you're supposed to change. It's not. Don't look at it as the end all. You look at it as a change that you're supposed to go to the next level.
I love that you said that because a lot of women don't embrace their journey for what it is, because your journey is what it is, and all of it is what makes you who you are, and all of that is what makes you valuable to the next person. I went to a training workshop because I keep myself trained up, educated, all that good stuff to stay fresh. And one of the things that the speaker said was she had us do like an affirmation type thing, high energy. She was amazing. And she said that one of the things that we said was that I am enough for the next person that I need. And we have to embrace that exactly where you are is enough to start. You don't have to be Oprah. You don't have to, before you think that you can get started. There's a place to start right where you are. And you asked me a question about, is it a workshop? It's a day party. And it's a day party styled educational event because as you mentioned, there are an abundance of businesses being started, but I want to be able to help you to take it to that next level and give you something that's going to do that while also having fun. I believe conferences have their place. I believe workshops, seminars have their place, but I also think fun has its place. And and
I love fun, and I hate well, let me be clear, hate is a strong word. I don't care for panels because it seems like workshop. So I love the idea because I'm an event planner too. So when I saw that, I was like, that's a cool idea to have fun, to be able to mingle and learn something too. What better can you do besides be with your kids on a Saturday afternoon and invest in yourself? Because I believe everybody's destiny. Everybody is connected to someone else's destiny. So, with women coming together, actually bonding, actually connecting, because we can't do it by ourselves. I've done my business one time, 2 times, 3 times, change the name, and you find, you just start to find what works and doesn't work. So having this event, you need to be there. Like you said, if you are starting out, don't be afraid to come and talk with women because we all have a story. That you see us now and you go, oh my God, they're polished, they're on radio and stuff, but we still struggle, and I'm still revamping and I'm still finding my way.
Absolutely. I can speak to that. What I did as a part of promotion for the event was, it was called the First 48 Challenge. So the 48 days from when the event is, that's when I started. I started promoting before that, but this is when I started this challenge. And the first 48 challenge represented 48 days of transformation, 48 days of me and those who participated taking our mind, body, and soul to the next level up. So as I mentioned, and you live this, that shifting and changing and growing in inspiration and taking it to the next level up is a lifestyle. So it takes a decision. It takes you to be disciplined, and it takes you to be ready to go to the next level up. It's so funny. So for me, my weak point, I'll say this, my weak point was my body. I had let myself, and I'm not, obese, in the look of it, according to the charts I am, but whatever.
I like my thickness.
I know, I love it too. I love mine. But so I had let myself just get in the way of motherhood. I have 2 children. I'm married, and so I just let let myself kind of stay in that groove. And what I found myself was, double the size I really wanted to be.
Okay.
And so I took this opportunity to focus on my weak spot, which was my body. So for the last 44 days, I have been focusing and disciplining my body.
Right.
And what I learned as I went along was how much I wasn't ready for my next level up. So I'm a speaker. Let's say I had a speaking engagement where I had to walk 3 buildings before I got to the place. Well, at the capacity of fitness that I was at, I'd have been sweaty and tired and everything else before I got there. So what that meant is I wasn't ready for the next level.
Right.
I wasn't ready for that big time arena, speaking engagements that I had to walk to if I wasn't getting a ride over there. So there are lots of things in our lives as women, especially women who juggle motherhood and marriage, and you're the big sister and the guidance counselor and the therapist for all your friends and family. You can lose yourself in that and forget about how important it is to shift that mind, body, and soul to get to your next level. And then what happens is you're overwhelmed.
When you're angry, you tend to react.
Yes.
So then it's like I'm cursing, I'm doing whatever. And so for me, it's like I've learned to say, I'm not going to say anything right now, because if I say something, I may say the wrong thing. And you have to tap out at times for your life because, as you said, being a mother, I'm divorced, but I have 2. I have a 24 and 17, and they boys, and so they work my nerves. And then you got work, you got your business. You're feeling defeated if your business isn't growing. And one of the things you mentioned about going to your next level up, you may feel I'm ready. But then if you were given the opportunity, are you really ready? And so for me, I know even with the radio show, it was a blessing how it even happened. I was there for an event, and somebody said, "Come upstairs, I want to show you something." I came up here and was listening. I was like, "Okay, I'm listening." Then I was like, "Wait a minute." Then someone was like, "This might be it." And so I looked at this as an opportunity to share this globally, your story, what you're doing, because not just in Atlanta, but all over the world, there are women and men, because I love my men, are women and men that are looking to find their way. What is their next level? I believe God gives everybody a talent, a gift. A lot of times we don't tap into it. Of course, as a kid, you're really free as a kid. And so I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And then you lose it when real life hits in. You're like, you can't be that. And it's like, well, as a kid, you're going, why not? As an adult, you're like, well, let me tell you why. So we got to tap back into the kid. I'm a goofy person. I'm serious. I'm spiritual. And I like to have fun. And so when I saw this, I was like, I called Adria and was like, I got to find out how I can have her on the show. And with it coming up Saturday, I will be there.
I love it.
I will be there.
So excited.
I'm going to have me a mic and a camera. And I'm going to be around talking to some of these ladies because hearing their stories can inspire me.
Absolutely.
We're always growing.
Absolutely.
I'm always learning. And I just want to make sure with the show that I am bringing things that engage, inspire, and inform, and with fun. Because whatever you're going through, I believe there's a silver lining. If it's a glass of wine for you, if it's going to get you something to eat, get some ice cream, whatever your thing is, take and indulge in. You get a massage. Take care of your mind, your body, and your soul.
Yes. We get so caught up, just like you said, in wearing that superwoman cape, or even I could call it a superwoman syndrome, where we get caught up where we think we have to handle it all, and we forget us. So it's okay to have that ice cream. It's okay to break away. I felt so free in taking time to say, no, I'm going to work out the days that the kids have off. No, mom's got to go do this. This is for me. I have one of my sons is special needs, and so that comes with its own set of challenges. My boys I have 2 boys too, and they're 12 and 10. It's fun. It's busy.
Those were fun days.
Now
it's mine. They use your car.
We're starting to hit the teenage years. So that's turning into something interesting. Well, attitudes. I'm surprised actually from the boys. A little bit of tude.
I know about that. The movie.
So I might have to call you later and get some advice.
I have to tell you and stuff, but you you love them nonetheless. And segueing like my son, he's an entrepreneur. When he was younger, he was drawing and stuff, and I was like, you trace it. And he was like, I'm not tracing. And I'm like, and so I saw that throughout his life, and I always molded that because I knew that was his gift. And so he just got more and more into it. Now he's a graphic designer. He works for himself. And I'm teaching him as I'm learning,
Right.
the business side of it,
Yes.
because he has the talent.
Yes.
But he's not the business side of it. So there's, I'm like, I'm a momager now.
Right.
But I think it's important to encourage your kids.
Absolutely.
And stop making them do what you did.
Yes.
If you was a lawyer, it does not mean they want to be a
No.
lawyer. If you were, a doctor, it does not mean that. And I found out that there's the, the 8 intelligence. If you Google that, you can see the different intelligence that you may have, and it could be more than one, and it'll tell you the career that's best for that. Like mine, I forget what it is, but it definitely, I'm a communicator.
Right.
I'm a speaker. I do that. So, stop making your kids do things that they don't want to do because you didn't do it, or you did it and you think it's a family legacy.
Right.
So I just think that is very important.
I love
But
that you said that.
can men come, or is it just for women? We can't sneak no men in.
Well, it is for women, but I have had response from the male community. So I don't think they'll be turned away at the door.
Okay.
But it is for women.
Okay. Maybe we can see about doing something for the fellas.
Yeah,
later date.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We can do
Put
that.
something together for them. So tell us again the event, where,
Yes,
when, how
yes.
they can get tickets,
Yes.
all the good stuff, and all your social media, how they can get in touch with you.
So Next Level Up, the event will be held this Saturday, October 17th at the B Loft, 1465 Chattahoochee Ave. We'll be there from 1 to 4 p.m. You can get your tickets at www.nluatlanta.eventbrite.com. And if you use the code, this is because I'm on the show, if you use the code I want up, all one word, you'll get a huge discount. So because I really want to see you guys there.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're giving that. If you want more information about myself, to ask questions about the programs that I have coming up even, or even looking for speaking engagements, all that good stuff, you can reach me on my website at www.theyolandalewis, the one and only.com. And all of my social media plugs are on there as well.
Oh, wonderful. And I just want to add that the day party also benefits the
Yes.
Susan G. Coleman.
Yes.
It is Breast Cancer Month. We talked
Yes.
about that last week.
Oh, awesome.
So a double reason to
Yes.
support.
Yes.
And this is a day party for professional women and women in business
Yes.
who enjoy building relationships, learning, and having fun. And if you know me, I'm all about all of those things. So we hope to see you out there.
Yes.
I will be out there in the building. Come by,
Yes.
say hi,
Yes.
and let's network and get our businesses, or the businesses to be,
Yes.
growing.
Yes.
We'll be right back with the Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J, and we're gonna bring you some funny.
The Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J, helping you live a life on purpose. Purpose.
Hey, it's your girl Stacey J, and welcome back to the Inspirational Lifestyle with me, and my girl Megan is in the building. You know I can't do it alone, so I gotta have some pretty faces in the places. My next guest, and you know what's important besides eating and breathing and living, is laughing. It is so important to laugh. Laughing is like medicine.
Right.
You know, laughing helps when you're in a bad mood. Somebody tell you a joke, somebody do something stupid, you're laughing, and it is really healing, and I think it is very important to have that in your life. So my next guest, Johnny Thornton, producer Johnny Thornton, aka JT. He is hosting Comedy Virgin auditions here in Atlanta. This comedy auditions will be held at Uptown Comedy Corner October 19th, and I have him on the line. We want to find out all about it, because if you are an aspiring comedian, or if you are a comedian, this could be a great opportunity for you. He has some big things planned, and please do not embarrass me and say you came for me and you wasn't funny. Get your jokes together, don't be getting them off the internet, because the internet is not funny.
They will know.
Yeah, so I want you to get your creativity and go down and then tell them I sent you. So, JT,
What's up?
what's happening?
Everything's good. I'm just excited to be coming to Atlanta on the 19th.
I know I was telling the listeners a little bit about Comedy Virgins, but I may not have done it enough justice. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, well, let me see what I can do. Well, Comedy Virgins is a new reality-based series which is going to give us an in-depth look at the comedian's lifestyle. It's going to show them at their home life, their 9-to-5 jobs, and we're going to be showing them what it takes to become a comedian.
That is awesome because some people don't realize, including myself back in the day, how hard it is to get up on a stage in front of people and tell jokes. Yeah. Rather, some family members tell you, boy, you funny, and they're like, I'm going to be a comedian. It is hard. And, you know, and depending on your audience, they're hard on you. You know, we don't be wanting to clap for nothing. Yeah. So, you know, I had to learn that there's a lot more involved, you know, with being a comedian. It is an art. It is a talent. And to make people laugh, and especially, you know, you got people that they just don't want to laugh. It is hard out here. So I can really relate and appreciate them. So what made you want to start that? Are you a comedian?
No. Well, I'm not a comedian at all. Like, I have worked with comedians. I did sales for Ricky Smiley for like 3 years. But this idea was actually, it came about by our host, who was Funny Man, and another one of our partners. They thought of an idea where they can get a platform to up-and-coming comedians who would not normally get a chance to be seen or be heard. Because it's hard work getting into the comedy business. Like you say, your jokes have to be on point. Your timing has to be correct. And you definitely need to be funny. If you're not funny, you'll be kicked out of this business real fast. Mm-hmm. So that's how I came up. They wanted to give a platform to become a comedian and, you know, put them not just on stage, but have them on TV as well.
Right. And it's funny because I produce the Ricky Smiley Morning Show myself now and have my own radio show. So, you know, I'm a girl doing a few things here. So I do know being on that show, how Ricky is stupid, and stupid is in funny, and timing is important and all that. And are you accepting, I guess what we call them, Christian, you know, people that don't curse comedians, you know, like.
That's one of the main things. Go ahead, Johnny.
Definitely. All comedians are welcome to audition for this show because it's gonna be syndicated. It's gonna be on TV. It's gonna be on national television. So right at this moment, we don't know exactly what network is gonna pick it up. Mm-hmm. So definitely, you want your routine to be clean, you know, for TV purposes. But you know, like I say, if somebody like HBO or whoever picks it up, then come with whatever you get. You know, I'm ready for the drama. I'm ready for the laughter. I'm ready for it all.
Okay, so we can't beep. Well, we want to say we're looking for clean comedians. So if you curse every other word, or unless y'all gonna be doing a lot of beeping, you know what I mean? You know, beep every time they say something. But we want you guys to come out. You know, come out. Support yourself, you know what I mean? Nothing hurts but a try. You never know what can happen. And you know, I think comedians don't get enough shine because we do have, you know, Steve Harvey, we have those guys of great comedians. Mm-hmm. However, there's always a new wave that we need to come in. You know, you need something fresh, and you see how they blowing up. So why don't you take your stand in the comedian world and get paid? So I appreciate you coming on, and I have some information here. But do you want to give the listeners again all the information, the audition, the time, email, website, social media, and then leave us with a joke?
Leave you with a joke. Okay, I'll try to leave you with a joke. But yeah, we're going to be in Atlanta on the 19th at the Uptown Comedy Corner. Doors are going to open at 8 o'clock for registration. Auditions are going to start around 9. The address is 800 Marietta Street. Our email address is comedyvirgin@gmail. You can check us out on all social media. Twitter. You have to put a number 1 behind Comedy Virgins because somebody has already taken that from us on Twitter. So all social media, Comedy Virgins, on Twitter, Comedy Virgins, the number 1. Okay. The number 1. So I look forward to seeing everybody in Atlanta. I want to be funny.
Well, that was a joke. That was a joke to be funny. You think I can come and make it? You my joke? No. Okay.
No. Now, if you can tell me a joke right now, I guarantee you a spot. If it's a funny joke.
Well, I'm going to be honest and stay in my lane. I do talking on the mic and stuff like that. But I do want to repeat everything just in case the call was a little muffled. The auditions are Monday the 19th, I'm sorry. A Comedy Virgins audition is up at Uptown Comedy Corner, October 19th, 800 Marietta Street. The doors open at 8 a.m., so you got to be up early with your funny.
It's downtown.
And then it starts at 9 a.m. And you can email, at comedyvirgins@gmail.com. And all social media is Comedy Virgins #1 for social media. And that is JT. And
On Twitter.
on Twitter.
Just on Twitter, the #1.
Oh, just on Twitter.
It's just straight Comedy Virgins.
Okay, just on Twitter is Comedy Virgins #1. And everything else is just Comedy Virgins. So if you are a virgin to comedy and you want to try your, I don't want to say luck, try your talent, you definitely want to be there and let JT know that you heard it from the Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J. And when you make it, I want to see you on my show. And then, you know, I do like to eat and all that type of stuff. So if you want to take me to eat, I do like that.
I like to eat too.
I look journey.
Okay, well, whoever wins, okay, well, whoever wins, I want to go to eat, okay? Well, thank you, JT, and you know, I will be looking forward to hearing how Monday went because I'll be at work. You know, I do have another job, but I'm excited for you and for the comedians that are coming out. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Oh,
You too.
man, I have absolutely. I wish I could go because I do like to, you know, get my laugh on every now and then and stuff like that. But I think it's an awesome opportunity for comedians because I've been to Uptown and you have your regulars and then you have the newcomers that come in, and you know, I've learned to clap for everybody because I know it's hard because when I first, believe it or not, I wasn't comfortable with the camera. I might look at it and stuff like that and stuff, but I was not. I would get in front of the camera because whatever it was, I needed to. But I'm shaking and I'm nervous, and you know, and the more you do it, the better it becomes. So you got to keep the practice going and not be afraid, because if that's something you want to do, you got to at least try. Okay.
Let me add to that. I'm a judge on the panel.
Uh-oh. You got the
Don't come in there drunk.
Okay.
Hi. Just saying a couple things that I've experienced in the Birmingham.
Okay.
You know, don't, because I'm going to look at you and I'm just going to look. I'm not going to say nothing. I may laugh, shake my head.
You're going to get a...
I'll probably just get up and put my finger up and walk out.
Oh.
You know, just pass it. Don't come in there drunk because we're going to talk about you. And you may get dismissed.
No. Ooh, and she looks serious. So you've been warned.
It's fun, though.
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to come that way. I hope that's not what you need to be funny, because it will be filmed for TV if you are chosen, and we don't want to see you high drunk on TV. It's not a good look, and your mama wouldn't be proud of you.
Staggering. All of it.
Well, this is the end of the show. I think I might have needed to pick 2 hours instead of 1, but hey, it is what it is. But I do want to leave you with an inspirational moment for the rest of the week, the weekend. And these are 5 things to remind yourself daily. You need to say that I am amazing, because no matter where you are and what's going on, you are amazing. I'm sure there's something that you have, a gift, a talent that only you possess, and you need to know and look in the mirror, and it's not crazy. You go in there and you go, I am amazing.
Yes.
That's what you do. Number 2, you can do anything. You can do anything.
I can do anything.
You can do it, because I've done a lot, and there's a couple more things I want to do, but you can do anything that you put your mind to. You wanted that car, you wanted to go to school, you wanted to do something, you did it. So always remind yourself that. Number 3, positivity is a choice. You can choose to go around and nagging and complaining about everything, or you can choose to look at the brighter side of things. And there's always a brighter side. It's sometimes challenging to pull it out, but it's there. So choose that way. Take a minute, tap out like I do, and then come back. Number 4 is celebrate your individuality. You are individually made. God made you. Nobody else looks like you. There may be somebody kind of look like you, but you are you. And remember that. Don't compare yourself to anybody. Don't need validation from anybody. Do you. Boo. Okay, number 5, I am prepared to succeed. If you go into something thinking you're going to fail, You probably will.
Right.
I deal with the law of attraction, and I have learned that the more positivity that you speak, that I'm going to get that new car. I see my new house. It has hardwood floors. Then you manifest those things. And believe it or not, you really, really do. When you're in traffic, try this and let me know if it works. When I get in traffic, I go, traffic is going to move effortlessly for me. And let me tell you what happens. Either it moves effortlessly or it doesn't move, but because I take that opportunity to either make phone calls safely or do something, or listen to some music or just pray, you won't even notice that you've been in traffic for 45 minutes. So it's all a mindset. It's all how you think of things. So I just encourage you guys to stay positive in the midst of everything's going on. And you can reach me on all my social media, which is my Instagram is Stacey J 40. My Twitter is _Stacey J. What else do I have? Periscope. I am on Periscope, and I will start Periscoping more. It is so fun, but I'll be forgetting. I'll be starting the show and like, oh, I should have been Periscoping. But that's my Twitter. I am _Stacey J. Instagram is Stacey J 40. And ladies, I have the Inspiration for Daily Living on Facebook, and that is you just go to Facebook and put Daily Inspiration for Women, and I will add you for daily quotes and things of such. So it has been a wonderful, great show. I like talking on the mic. I'm Mama Lady. Megan, thank you for always being here and holding me down here on World Star Hit Radio. I am Stacey J, and this is the Inspirational Lifestyle. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
The Inspirational Lifestyle with Stacey J, helping you live a life on purpose. Purpose.